EA Sports. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between these road warriors and these guys defending their home turf. On the visiting Oilers sideline, their head coach. These guys hoping that one loss last week doesn't become two here. Opposing them, that is the head coach of the Golden Eagles. Those guys energized by this home crowd, ready for some football. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you, hoping there's a good one in store for all of us. And off we go from San Juan. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. Leading them out, one of the league's tallest quarterbacks at 6'6". He's a fifth-rounder out of Stanford back in 2023, Tanner McKee.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just one touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Quick, and they bring it down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
7 brings up 2nd and 17 at the 28-yard line.
On play action, McKee. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up third down. Defense is roaring here. Back-to-back sacks have him in a great spot to end this drive immediately. Here he goes, third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Here I am flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
Collects this at the 35. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
3 touchdowns, Kate, is a great week for him. But less so when every one of them was matched by an interception. Those turnovers were a part of why they ended up on the losing side of that game. And ball security is what you know he's worked on all week long and will be on the forefront of his mind.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. This offense already playing from behind as they come up on this one, Brock. Second and long. Here's the lone back on the handoff. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Go!
Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Encroachment, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5.
Ready, go 30, cut.
Play action, it's Wilson. Headed out right. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. So after getting that pass away, he's in some visible discomfort. Training staff out now to see how serious it may be. After the incompletion, second down calls ready.
Come on, ready. Black 40.
A little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So keep that second and short play in your back pockets. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
On the double.
1st and 10 for him now following the penalty.
Cut.
On play action now, Wilson. Caught by Washington, left side. Small gain down to the 23. Play is made by Mac McWilliams. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready.
First carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Oilers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
That one right down the middle. And the Oilers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Golden Eagles, nothing.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Power squib kick is taken in. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Golden Eagles headed back out on offense as we get a look at their receiver. And he's been having such a great season in this offense. You can see, actually top 5 in the league in receiving touchdowns so far. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. The key out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. And this one does not go far. We're going to look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. The key from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Big man showing up the yards. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end, and they give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. Yeah, runs defense.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Waiting 10 yards now as they line up. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Throwing here, McKee. On him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back sacks have these guys suddenly staring at 3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal.
3rd and long for him here. He's got it for a field goal attempt. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
It's one of those moments where you feel like, yeah, I know you're still trailing, but everybody did their job. Defense took the ball away. Offense put you in position to kick it, and special teams delivers with 3.
And this drive will start inside the 25. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their 2nd drive of the contest. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson now off the play action. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. He's hit just before he can pick up that first. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. From the pistol, here's Gordon. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
taken down.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw it. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He's making a bid for it. And that will not be enough for a first down. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Ready, go! Ready.
Trying to push this past the marker. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. So they hit him for 5 yards on 4th down, and they get the successful conversion. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Here's Wilson to the air. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
This, our last play of the quarter.
Come on, set, punt.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And they'll bring him down to put an end to this opening quarter. That's the end of our opening quarter. 7-3 is our score. More from this one right after this.
Okay.
Time to begin the second quarter. And we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. John Ray. 45. White.
And out to Gordon. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuck in the run. That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
4th down, Wilson throwing. Has a man downfield. This is Washington. And he gets this down at the 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. That's another 1st down.
Ready.
Wilson now, 1st and 10. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Gordon, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Drill green. Ready.
Sticking in the air with Wilson. Has it down close. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Go.
Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Encroachment. Defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Throwing again. Here's Wilson. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Oilers now lead by 10. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Oilers drive their lead to 11.
14. Golden Eagles 3.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Juan Jackson on the return. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there, and that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. The offense getting set to go. And they sure looked clean throwing that football the last drive, didn't they? That's something we've seen from them early in games throughout this season, Brock.
Sure has been part of their game plan. Get that passing game going early, pick up some mo, while both teams get established. Most weeks, well, we've seen it pay some pretty good dividends for them, too.
On target to Jackson. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line.
13 yards
coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's good for a San Juan first down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Back to the well again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
To the air on 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And so far, with a chunk of the season gone, you can see he's been the league's most productive receiver in terms of yardage. They'll try the middle with Gordon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Escapes the pocket. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Big.
First down, Oilers.
Now Wilson on the play fake. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. On the give, it's Gordon. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. Just gets down inside the 35-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's another first down.
Here we go.
Wilson now from the gun. That one's cut along the left sideline. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the red zone now. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Oilers stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Well, this is something we've been monitoring, and it's actually happened for just the 3rd time ever. A player has caught 20 touchdowns in a single season as he joins a couple of the greatest to do it, Jerry Rice and Randy Moss, in this exclusive club. Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Oilers push their lead to 18.
Golden Eagles 3.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Jackson now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Their offense ready to take the field now. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
Nick Emanwari on the coverage.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. Likes the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. Stay with us. More from San Juan on the other side. First down throw by McKee. Caught out left. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
McKee out of the shotgun. Catch made over the middle. He's still going at the 30. Keeps himself upright. And that is a touchdown. The Golden Eagles chop some of the lead off before the half.
And every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers. You get guys that can run routes. You got guys that can do a little bit of everything. And then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
That one splits the uprights. And the Golden Eagles make it an 11-point ball game.
Golden Eagles 10.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. This return starts at the 5. Jukes away from one. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, that's a very promising. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go. Red, yellow.
Taking the handoff. Now Wilson. Escapes out to the left. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. Wilson with it on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up the big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that side.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing on third, Wilson. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 from the 43. McKee now. This is Cooper working the left side. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
70 Lion. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Check up.
From the red zone on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is in. Touchdown. The Golden Eagles make it a attacking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Golden Eagles cut the lead down to 4.
21. Golden Eagles 17.
We've got a good week before going down. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they've had a real connection looking his way. And hits him on the out route. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
A gain of 5.
Let's go.
First down, Oilers.
Yellow, 43. Red, cycle. Green, jack. Check, huh?
Once more, it's Wilson. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Sidney Brown makes the play. And the Golden Eagles might be able to get some points late after the interception.
Wilson's pass.
One last play before the break.
Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
One final shot before the half. Look at this first play, and he's going for it. And cut in the end zone for the touchdown. The Golden Eagles take a lead on the final play of the half. They'll try this extra point. And his kick is good. What an ending to our opening half as they take the lead. So a field goal game at the half. Good. Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And we see that to this point, he's leading the NFL in touchdown receptions as we work through November and into our final month plus of play. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs. Well, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
On the zone read, here's Gordon. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. Throw here, 3rd down. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they stop him before he can reach that marker. And now we've got a penalty flag out, too. So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this.
Come on, set, go.
Running it after the penalty. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense in the hurry up now.
And the first down.
Ready?
On 1st down, it's Wilson. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Finds a man, right side. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's the backup. First throw. That's caught. He's got Washington. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Right. Will not get past the line. He's held up at 4. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
2nd and goal, they're going to throw. Setting up the running back screen. Touchdown, Houston. The Oilers take the lead right away in half number 2. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Oilers take a 4-point lead.
Golden Eagles 24.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
They cross the 40. Nice run there. Has room down the left sideline. He does it. Touchdown. The Golden Eagles grab the lead on their first series of the half. Kicking team out to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Golden Eagles push their lead to 3. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. He fields it from the 8. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Oilers and Ollie Gordon taking over once more. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. They go play action on 1st down. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's in trouble now, and the ball is out. And they scoop it up, time to push the line. He's able to muster up a little something there after bringing in that fumble, Brock, but he can't get back to the line of scrimmage. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Penalty helps them out a little bit as they come up on 3rd and 8. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. That penalty moves them 3 away from the marker. 3rd down here. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense working quickly.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Before they snap it on 4th and inches, they call timeout. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision. One, they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
This time he's looking to throw. Complete right side to Washington. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 5 still to go here. This is second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Now looking to throw. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's not far from that first down marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47. Third down coming up.
That's a gain of 4.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
He's back to throw. He finds it beyond the marker. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 7. First down, Houston.
Still sticking with the passing game. Has a man downfield. This is Washington. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be first down, Houston.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Oilers.
It's a design boot. Ooh, almost to throw the costume. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Sticking to the air here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Sidney Brown makes the play. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. No surprises here. They decline that holding call, and they're going to hang on to that interception. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. A quick throw completed out to the left. And he's tackled for a short gain. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he stopped cold at the spot. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's just a field goal game right now. Still a lot that can happen. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First down throw by McKee. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. McKee from the gun. He's not going to be able to escape, and down he goes. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him.
Here we go, check.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. The Golden Eagles getting their punter out there. His work begins at the 31. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds his back. This is Ollie Gordon. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
That's good for a 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Houston.
They're throwing it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Working now from the gun. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. We got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. They'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. He's going to throw it. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Not in the time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway.
Brings up 3rd and long.
From the gun on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Oilers about set to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 28-yard line.
Here's McKee. Has him on a quick hitter. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. 1st and 10 from the 43.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
McKee out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
McKee now. Quick slant here into the hands of Cooper. And this one doesn't go far. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
Option design here. Got the give on the zone read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Throw here, 3rd down. That'll be caught by Jackson. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
21 yards. That's another San Juan.
Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
McKee looking to throw. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he hits the deck after setting him up with 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And a San Juan 1st down.
From the red zone now. Touchdown. The Golden Eagles make it a 9-point advantage.
The kicker on for the point after.
That one splits the uprights. And the Golden Eagles make it a 10-point ball game. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be sky high right now.
Airing it out to start this drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's dropping back to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. New set of downs for him and starts at the 38. 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
To 2nd and 10.
He's going to throw it again. Chased out to his right. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down the completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
He went in from the gun with right. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They go play action on 1st down. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Throwing now off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. Think this might be a hold, partner. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Takes the handoff, now to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Need a touchdown and a field goal. Looks like they want the tougher part first. The offense going for it on 4th down. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down. 1st and 10 from the 32. Right up the gut. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They gain 11 on that play, and that gives them a 1st down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from San Juan. Golden Eagles nearing their 6th win this season. Offense is set. 1st and 10. carries here. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
They give it to him again. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6.
Gain of 5.
Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. No throw. 3rd and long. That's on target to Cooper. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Design quarterback run here. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And I know it's different for every sport, Brock. So is this the point where we'd say this winning streak is official? Might have something to it. 3 wins in a row now after this latest triumph.
Well, you get to this point, and what happens is you get to that building the next day and everybody feels good. Secretary feels good, chef feels good, kitchen feels good. Everybody's feeling good at stacking these kind of wins in a row.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Golden Eagles.